In this video, I'm going to break down the 7 best Instagram theme page niches that are going viral right now. I'm going to tell you why these niches are so profitable, how to get started, and some secret tips to help you on your Instagram journey. So since I posted how much money I could make in 48 hours on Instagram, a lot of you have been asking me some questions on how you can get into that yourself. Now, if you don't know, you can literally start an Instagram page, start making some content about a certain subject or a certain niche. You grow the account by posting a few times a week, and then you can start monetizing off the community you've built. I know this because I've built my Instagram network to over 750,000 followers. Now, all of this sounds easy. When you put it like that, it sounds very, very easy. And it is, but it's also kind of not. So basically, a lot of beginners make a very big mistake at the start of their Instagram journey that literally shoots them in the foot before they even start, and it's picking a bad niche. So today I'm going to give you a helping hand and rank the 7 most viral niches right now for Instagram. I'm going to rank them on how easy they are to monetize and how easy they are to actually grow and gain followers. Alright, so the first page that we're going to talk about is gardening for beginners, and this is just like the gardening niche. And I want to throw this one in first because it's almost like, it's not something you'd expect to see on like a top niche list. But as you can see, these guys have got over 1.3 million followers. And in this video, I kind of want to show you niches that people aren't really talking about. You know, those hidden gems are hitting these secret target markets that actually a lot of people are interested in and do really well on Instagram. So what these guys do is they basically just reposting gardening memes, gardening videos. You know, these guys aren't making the clips themselves. It's just a classic Instagram theme page. So we take a look at one of the videos here. You know, you want a garden like this, it's just nice gardening aesthetic. They're following some hashtag rules, and you know, they're getting a lot of genuine comments as well and getting a lot of likes. Like, some of these videos are absolutely popping off. If we take a look here, you know, we've got 200,000 views, 300,000 views, 100,000 views. All they're doing is reposting gardening videos. Now, this definitely hits with like the demographic of like your older generation. You know, you've got your mums, your dads, around like, you know, late 20s to maybe like late 50s, even maybe 60s. You know, people that want to nicen up the garden. So it's a huge target range, and these people have also got a lot of money. So not only does this type of page, you know, have this viral potential, you can just repost these gardening videos and get hundreds of thousands of views, you also can monetize this page really well. So if we take a look at their shop, what are they selling? Well, you might have guessed, they're selling some tools, some seeds, you know, just general gardening stuff. So if we click on tools, for example, you can see that they're just selling all these tools. Now, you might be thinking, well, you know, I don't want to have all this inventory of tools. I don't have a warehouse to store all this stuff. Well, these guys don't actually have the products themselves. All this is drop shipping. So basically what they're doing is they're buying the product for like, I don't know, maybe £6, and they're selling it for £14, and they're not actually having the product themselves. Basically, when you order something on this site, they will then order the product off their cheaper manufacturer, and then sell it to you for the more expensive rate. That's all these guys are doing, and I imagine it's doing really well for them because, you know, they're getting hundreds of thousands of views every single video of people that are actually interested in gardening. So this is going to give someone some motivation to do some gardening, and where they're going to go. And well, this is handy. You know, you've got a link right there to some tools. You know, it's a very genius funnel and something that has a lot of viral potential. So I'm going to give this one an 8 out of 10 for monetization, and also an 8 out of 10 on actually going viral. Next up, we have foodie pages. We have like pages where we just talk about food, pages where you promote food and basically show off like very tasty looking food. You know, something like this halloumi platter here looks very pleasing to the eye. People like seeing food, and they also like seeing recommendations. Now, this type of content does do very well. You know, all you have to do is repost food and repost reels, and you can start growing your account. But what I think is the real gem with this, and what I think a lot of people should be doing, is they should target a certain area. So as we can see here, we've got Manchester Foodie. Now, there's loads of these different accounts where it's like London Foodie, or Liverpool Foodie, or Birmingham Foodie. You know, they don't all say food at the end of the names, but you get the idea. It's all just food accounts in certain areas. Now, the reason why these resonate so much is because you're promoting food in one target area, so you're going to get like this loyal follower base, because people are going to want to see what new food is coming out in that area, because they actually live there and they want to eat there. So you grow up your account of very loyal followers, because these people are going to be interacting and engaging with your post because it's very close to home for them. Once you start getting a following, you're also going to have restaurants and, you know, like takeaways message you trying to do like promotions and ad rates with you. So basically what they're going to do is they're going to be like, okay, this guy's got a large following of people in that area, I want to promote my food on his page, and they're going to pay you to do that. And they could be paying you a lot depending on how big you've got on the page, because you've got such a high audience size in that area that are actually interested in food, so that's their prime audience. They're going to pay you a pretty penny. I'm talking like £500 to £1,000 for some of these more established restaurants. Now, as you can see here, Manchester Foodie, there's quite a lot of different foodie accounts in Manchester, so there is a bit more competition there, but there is also more food there. So you might want to actually do this in a city or something where it's actually, you know, a lot going on and a bit of a bigger population size. And all you have to do for this page is just repost food content from these actual takeaways themselves. Find their social media pages and then just repost their reels and food pictures. Once you grow your account, who knows, you could be getting free meals, you'll be getting paid to go to these restaurants, paid to make content on these restaurants, and just paid a lot of money to promote in this area. This is an example of an Instagram feed page business done really well. So for monetization, I'm actually going to give this one a 10 out of 10, because I do believe if you do this one right, you can be making bank, like a killing, with even just 30,000 followers. So it's actually really good to monetize. Going viral, obviously, because you're doing this in a local area. Well, if you take my advice anyway and don't do the general food page, if you are doing this in the local area, you're not going to have huge chances of going viral, but you are going to have more of like a concentrated niche following. So I'm going to give this one a 6 to 7 out of 10 for viral potential. Next up is study to success. Now, a big thing that I like to talk about on channels, and a big thing I look for when I'm starting my own new Instagram theme pages, is a little word called evergreen. Now, if you've never heard of evergreen before, evergreen just means a subject or, you know, topic that never goes out of fashion. You know, so on my YouTube channel here on Nadob, we talk about financials and, you know, money and making money, and that is something that never goes out of fashion because people are always going to be wanting to make money. The same can be said with studying, because every single year people go into school, they need to, you know, pass their exams, so that means they need to learn how to study. So a study account can actually be a very good way to grow an Instagram page, because every single year you're going to get loads more new followers come September when people go back to school. For viral potential, you're going to get some videos that pop off, like this one here is 200,000, you know, 900,000 here, so nearly 1 million views. There's a lot of viral potential here, and it's all very easy content. Again, you can just repost study reels, repost study posts. You can just repost this stuff. Like, a lot of these accounts are reposting. Now, this one here that I'm showing you is an example of a page that started reposting content, but then have started making the content themselves. So what they're basically doing now is they've got a desk, and, you know, they're just showing some study hacks. So here it's just some post carousel, you know, it's just some nice aesthetics of studying. So all they're literally doing is, you know, showing them working or showing them actually studying. You know, it's very basic content. Anyone can do this if you've got a desk and a laptop or a notebook, and you can start making this content. But again, you could just start this out by reposting content and then start making your own further down the line, because as a lot of you know, Instagram have clamped down on reposting content as much. You know, there are new rules and the algorithm has changed, but you can still get away with reposting content as long as you do it in the right way. Now, obviously, you've got that viral potential there of new people coming in every year, but then you've also got to monetize the page. And to monetize the page, as you can guess, a study page is going to be quite successful. Right now, what these guys selling, they're selling some 6-layer shoe organizer. So you can tell that this just isn't just a study page as well. It's more of like a productivity page. It's more of like a minimalism page sort of thing. I reckon a brand is paying them currently to sell that shoe stacker thing right now, that they're getting paid. This is a live promotion that they're doing right now. But again, a study page, you can sell loads of stuff. Every September, people are going to need new school supplies. They're going to need new like gadgets and stuff to help them study in. And as you can see here, they're doing these promotions, so it looks like they're doing pretty well for themselves. So yeah, for viral potential, you know, you've got them new students coming in every single year. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. And for monetizing it, I'm also going to give it a 7 out of 10, because I think you can do really well monetizing this page. I just think you might do like really good months in September when kids go back to school, but then it might dry up a bit, you know, as the year progresses. Next up, we have the AI page. Now, AI is literally a hot topic right now. A lot of people are talking about AI, and AI is constantly changing, constantly evolving, and we're getting all these new softwares, these new, you know, websites that are doing these crazy stuff for us. I mean, on my channel, I cover quite a lot of AI stuff. So what better idea for a page than someone that just talks about these constant new evolutions in AI? So this page literally just talks about new stuff in AI, news about it, you know, the drama around it, and they do really well. Now, this isn't a repost page as such. It's more of a repost hybrid page. This is a really good example of a page that is a hybrid page. So for example, they have this nice text, so they've made this themselves. You know, they've got this template that they use on all their posts, and, you know, they put a picture there, they put some text there, and then the next picture on these carousel posts is the reposted content. So if we go into something like this, you know, they've got the text, got the picture, and then this is the reposted content. So this is something that you can do to, you know, help fight Instagram's algorithm change. I do this on my own Instagram pages. It just helps fight the algo changes, because it looks like you've actually, you know, you're not just a reposter, you're more of a hybrid. So it's a good way, especially for a news page. So for viral potential, this page has got a lot of viral potential. A lot of people are interested in AI. you know, it's very hot topic right now, and as you can tell, he's getting quite a few likes. And then just for monetization, this is probably one of the best monetization page and potential on this niche list, just because, you know, there are so many new startups and AI softwares out there. They're going to be coming to you to promote their products. So this guy's probably getting hit up on the daily with different AI companies trying to get him to promote their products. You know, in my own Instagram DMs, just because I have a YouTube channel, I've got loads of AI companies trying to promote their products through me. I can't imagine how many this guy's getting, and he can be charging like $300, $400, $500 for these promotions, because just for a story promotion, just because of his audience. He's got the perfect audience for these AI companies that they're willing to spend that extra money for even just the 24-hour story post. He's got their ideal customer base, so they're willing to spend that. So for monetization, I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10. For viral potential, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Next up, we have beautiful hotels. Now, you know, I couldn't not add a travel page onto this list. I love travel pages. I've got my own travel page that I built up to 80,000 followers. I absolutely love this niche, and, you know, I monetize it very, very well. So on this page, he's basically just showcasing hotels. You know, he's doing the thing that AI page did, where he's got the text, but then he's actually showing the content. Works very, very well, especially in this niche, and it helps in this niche as well, because obviously you're not going to be making the travel content yourself, because, you know, realistically no one's got a budget to be traveling all over the world and just posting content. Overall, I really like this page. The viral potential is there because these videos are getting thousands and thousands of likes, thousands and millions of views. And then you've got to think about monetizing it. So if you're just posting about hotels, what are hotels going to want to do? They're going to want to promote their hotel on your page. So what they could do is they could actually pay you to go out to these hotels, to experience these hotels, to video them, take content, so you can post it on your story. So with a page like this, you could expect to get free hotel stays. You know, you could live that influencer lifestyle if that's something you're interested in. But then you could also just get the bog standard promotions, where they just want you to promote their stories, or maybe they've got a deal and they want to, you know, maybe an airline sees that you've got all these travel audience people, pay you to promote their, you know, airline, so people will fly through them. This is a very luxurious niche for actually monetizing. You know, you could earn a lot of money, and just the whole travel aspect interests me. You know, I've built my travel page for the fact that I want hotels to come out reaching to me, and a few have, but, you know, it's just kind of not worked out. Like, I don't want to go to some of these places, but next year I'm definitely going to fly out a lot and make content with like hotel brands and stuff, just because of my travel Instagram page, which is, it's crazy to think about that these companies will pay you and literally pay for free flights just for you to come with your phone and video it. It's a crazy world we live in 2024. So if you're interested in travel and want some free flights, and then also make some money off promotions on this page, I reckon for monetization we'll give this one a 9 out of 10. Viral potential a 10 out of 10, because the travel niche has such a high potential of going viral. We have Crypto Daily. Now, Crypto Daily is a crypto page, obviously. They're going for that new style page, and as you can see, they're getting thousands and thousands of likes on every single one of the posts, and they're just posting crypto related news. Now, with a page like this, obviously, you know, the monetization, let's just dive straight into that, is going to be extremely high, because they're going to be working with brands promoting crypto and crypto exchanges, and they're going to pay a pretty penny to promote their links on your page. Now, this guy's got 240,000 followers. You know, he's promoting some crypto down here. You know, he's promoting his links down here. He's got a free trading group. He's got crypto news. I can already tell you, if a crypto company's approached him with a deal, it could be thousands and thousands of dollars for like a feed and story post, just because of his target audience and the niche that he's in. It's a very, very luxurious niche for monetizing a crypto page. Something that I always wish, it's something that I wish I did, but I'm just not that into crypto. But essentially, he's posting multiple times a day, and the way he's getting views and going viral is by getting to that news first. So he's probably scrolling through Reddit, he's probably scrolling through Google News forums, and just trying to get that news straight away so he can be the first one to post about it, and that's how he's going viral consistently. Growing a page like this, obviously, because you can monetize it and earn thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, this is a ridiculous page to monetize. But actually growing your page on this, you know, you've got to factor in there's going to be a huge amount of competition, so it's a lot harder than the other pages. However, because it's so lucrative and you can earn a lot of money, you know, it could be worth it for you. Also, you've got to take into account that sometimes crypto doesn't do well. You know, sometimes they're in a bear market, which means basically that the stocks go down. So when the stocks go down, the interest in crypto kind of fades, and that will mean your page will also, interest will go down. So there's swings and roundabouts with this page, but it's definitely something that if you are interested and you've got a bit of crypto and you're following the news anyway, making a page in this niche might be for you. So for monetization, I'm going to have to give this a 10 out of 10 for going viral because of all those swings and roundabouts that I talked about. I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10. Finally, we have football news, and now this is just basically pages in the football niche. So just talking about football games, football news, transfers, player best goals, best matches, you know, anything to do with football. This is what this page talks about. Again, they're using the text thing that we talked about earlier with the text, and then going to the clips, and then also they're just reposting viral football content. Now, this page is good for just football fans. You know, there's so many football fans, millions and millions of fans interested in football. So you've got that viral potential. If we click onto Reels, you can see 11 million, 9 million, 1.5, hundreds and hundreds of Ks of views, you know, very viral potential, and you're not going to struggle to get views in this niche. Football is one of those evergreen contents that I talked about earlier. It's always going to be around, it's always going to be important, and there's always going to be new fans being born basically, and new fans coming into football. So you're going to have those large amount of followers and large amount of interest. Again though, it's very competitive. A lot of people like to talk about football, so there's going to be people, you're going to be competing with a lot of people. Now, monetizing one of these pages is there's some blurred lines here, so you're going to get loads of money from promotions and loads of money from like shout outs and stuff. This is where you might have to sell your soul a little bit. So with a page like this, you're going to get approached from betting companies, and betting companies will pay you a very a large amount of money to promote their betting sites on your football page. And I've seen this happen with some of my mates who have big sports pages, and they will get approached with some ridiculous figures to promote these betting sites. Now, this basically all just comes down to your morals. If you feel comfortable promoting like gambling sites and stuff like that, you can make a lot of money in this niche. And however, if you don't feel comfortable promoting gambling, you know, maybe this page isn't for you. It just all comes down to your morals, like I said, but there is a lot of money to be made in this niche. So I'm going to give this niche a 10 out of 10, because if you do decide to go down that route and monetize it, you can earn a hell of a lot of money. And also for viral potential, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10, because, you know, you've got all those fans constantly interested in, and if you are the first to post the news, it is kind of easier to go viral. Right, so if you need any extra help with this, you can join my free Discord down below in the description. There's loads of people on there doing the exact same thing that you're trying to do with this video. I'm assuming so anyway, if you've made it this far. Anyways, I'll leave a link down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.